I think we can all agree that a refrigerator is one of the most important appliances in your kitchen. It's also a big investment in terms of money, space, and electricity consumption. And it's going to be a part of your home for several years to come. That's why we're giving you a really simple step-by-step guide to make sure you pick out a refrigerator that's perfect for you and your family. How big should your new fridge be? Trust me, that's the first question you need to answer. To figure it out, you need to look at your refrigerator capacity, which is usually mentioned along with the model number. Focus on the net capacity because that's the actual usable storage space in the refrigerator. Now, how much capacity you need will depend on the number of people in your household, your budget, your eating habits, and of course, the space you have on hand. Living alone? Or maybe you're a young couple. In that case, you only need a refrigerator that's around 200 liters.
These can cost anywhere between 13,000 to 26,000 rupees.
Of course, if you're a family of 4, you need a bit more space. So a refrigerator that has 250 to 350 liters should be just right.
These can go from around 19,000 up to 38,000.
And if you're a large joint family, then look at least 350 liters worth of capacity.
These start at 33,000 but can go all the way to 1.8 lakhs.
They say you are what you eat. I don't know if that's true, but what you eat definitely plays a part in the refrigerator you should buy. If you like to stock up on frozen foods, then of course you'll need more freezer space. But if your diet consists of fresh eating, you'll need more room in the fridge section, or perhaps a bigger fruit and vegetable basket. You need to pick the refrigerator that best suits your diet. You can buy the biggest fridge in the world, but if it doesn't fit in your front door, what are you going to do with it? Make sure you measure where you're going to keep the refrigerator. Check your doorways and your elevators to ensure that it would fit. Oh, and remember, keep half an inch on all sides for ventilation and 4 inches on the hinge side so the door can open and close. Keep all 3 factors in mind when you're making your selection. Now let's take a look at the kinds of refrigerators you can choose from. Broadly speaking, there are 5 types that are available today. First, there's the single door, which you might call the basic range of refrigerators. It has a large fridge section and comes with a small freezer. Then there's the double door. It's very popular, and in this model, you get more freezer space and you can choose to have the freezer on top or on the bottom, depending on what's convenient for you. Next is the triple door. These are more energy efficient because of the extra compartment, which means that there's less cooling loss. It's also ideal for a family of 4 thanks to its high capacity. Side-by-side refrigerators are ideal for households that need both large freezer and large fridge compartments. These are usually high on cost, but they're also feature-rich, sometimes sporting ice and water dispensers. Finally, there are French door refrigerators, which have 3 to 4 doors and come with options such as bottom mount freezer or dual freezers. These are high on capacity, but also high on price. Just remember, be practical when you're buying a refrigerator. Bigger isn't always better, because if you don't need the additional space, you're just wasting your money. A lot of people forget the fact that refrigerators are always on, even when you're asleep or even on vacation, which means they're always consuming electricity. That's why you need one that's energy efficient. And that's where the energy ratings come in. The star rating tells you how efficient the fridge is, and the electricity consumption figures tell you how many units of electricity the fridge will consume in a year. It is always better to buy a fridge that has a 4 or 5 star rating, as it will save you money in the long term. But remember, the actual consumption will vary depending on your usage. There are 2 types of defrosting fridges. One is direct cool, which is cheaper but doesn't always cool evenly. And the other is frost-free, which may be more expensive but has newer technology and keeps food fresh for longer. Basically, frost-free fridges, as the name suggests, don't allow frost to deposit around the freezing area, whereas in direct cool, you have to defrost it manually. If your budget is above 15,000, definitely go in for a frost-free fridge. Now that you know which fridge to buy, why don't you order one directly from your kitchen? That's right. Just open up the Flipkart app or website, browse through the widest range of refrigerators, and buy the one you like. There's something for every budget. You can read reviews, ratings, and compare models. Plus, every product on Flipkart comes with a brand warranty and will be delivered to your door with free installation, usually within 2 to 3 days. You also have the option of easy replacement if needed. Oh, before you go, here's a bonus tip to make sure you get the most out of your new fridge. Now you may think keeping your fridge nice and empty would save power. Nope, empty spaces actually suck up more electricity. So, got some space in your new fridge? Fill it up with bottles of water.